Hey everybody, welcome back to another awesome video, and today I'm going to make a slime because yesterday I did an art project that I needed glue for, but I have a gallon of glue, which means that I couldn't really squeeze it on, like with just an 8-ounce bottle. So I put it into a little container and used a paintbrush to apply it, but I didn't want to waste all that glue. So I put it in the fridge overnight so that today I could make slime with it. So we are going to make slime. So I'm using glue, laundry detergent as my activator, food coloring. I'm going to use water to make it stretchy, and I'm going to use a knife to mix just because I keep on forgetting to look for popsicle sticks to mix with. So yeah. But before we start, I'm just going to mix up the glue because it was in the fridge overnight, so I'm just going to mix it up. I feel like I should get something to put this on, so I'll be right back. Alright, I got something to put my little knife on, and it is right there. So now that it is all mixed up, we can add, I'm going to add water first actually. We're just going to add like a little tiny bit of this, especially since I'm not using a lot of glue. I don't need very much at all. Because if you add too much water, it can get like rubbery and not stretchy. I'm just going to mix that in. Then I'm going to add some food coloring. I'm going to make pink. Even though this is red, unless you have pink food coloring, then use the pink food coloring. But if you don't have pink food coloring, just use red. Normally for pink, I use about 2 drops. For red, about 5. And when you first mix it, it looks red. But then the more you mix it, it looks pink. So don't worry if you're starting out mixing it and you meant to make pink slime and it is turning out red. This is looking a little bit more red than I'm wanting it to, but to fix that, since I am only using a little bit of glue, I could just add some more glue, which I have right here. I'm just going to add a little more because I don't want glue. I don't want this pink to be too light, and I don't want to have to use too much activator. So let me just put this back so we have enough space. Then mix this in. Now we have a nice pink. But since it did get a little bit lighter, I'm just going to add one more drop. When you are making your color, make sure you don't add too much at a time because you can add more, but you can't take any away once it is in your slime. So, I'm wondering if I should put lotion in or not, but I don't think I'm going to put lotion in just for today. So now I'm going to pour a little bit of laundry detergent in. I add like a really little bit at a time for some reason. And during this process, I always roll up my sleeves, and especially since it's winter, I always wear long sleeves. Add a little more. Maybe like right before it becomes, or maybe on the first day of spring, I'll get, like I have these little pieces of glitter, and there are like leaves and flowers and stars and a bunch of other pretty things, and they're all in pretty colors. Maybe for spring I'll make green slime and add all of that in. Just because that'll look like springy and like fun and bright and pretty. So it should get stringy. If it doesn't get stringy, that is okay. But I just touched it and it does not feel how it should for me to knead it in. So I'm just going to add a little more. And whoa, normally I use Gain, but I have a different detergent this time, which is Tide. And for some reason I find that it takes the Tide a lot longer for me to make the slime form than Gain. But slowly but surely it does. Then to knead it, you're just going to poke it and fold it. And I'm not going to say this is too sticky yet, just because like there's still some in the bowl around it. Okay, maybe I am just going to add a little more. I think slime is really great to make because it's really fun to play with and it's really easy to make, and I'm pretty sure most people have glue at their house, but if not, that's okay because I have had times where I need it, or I didn't need to, but I wanted to make slime and I didn't have glue. And most people have laundry detergent at their house because that's how you do laundry. And most people either have water bottles or tap water or like a water filter like hooked up to their like fridge or freezer. Most people, or all people I should say, have some sort of water because water is what helps us live. And water is also optional in slime. It just makes it more stretchy. Why does my voice always crack when I'm filming? My voice never cracks except when I'm filming. So, as you just saw there, I don't know why I didn't explain what I was doing. I filled my slime and it was completely kneaded and it was still a bit sticky, so I added just a little bit more laundry detergent, and then when it has been kneaded before and I'm just adding more because it felt sticky and not to form the slime, I just knead it in with my hands. I don't really go and mix it with my mixing tool or anything. How I knead it is to poke it and fold it, because there's a lot on the sides of the bowl. With laundry detergent, it gets stringy, so it's not that good to stretch or like to squeeze or like to make little swirly doos with. So I just poke it and fold it. Now, with some activators like borax and if you do baking soda and contact solution, that doesn't make it stringy. Just laundry detergent makes it stringy. So you might not have to knead it like this with other activators, but I don't really use other activators. I just like to use regular old laundry detergent because I always have it at my house. So as you can see, it has been kneaded, and it doesn't look like it's sticky, but it feels a little bit more sticky than I want it to. So then I'm just going to take this and place it on the table. I'm going to pour a little bit laundry detergent. And I'm just going to pour a little bit more water. That I'm going to be very careful with because water will spill out. I'm just going to like fold this in instead of like mixing it up. And you could just use any water, because since you're not drinking it, tap water is okay. Or in some places, tap water is fine to drink, but I don't know. It's something to do with the tap water here. Just you can't drink it. You could get sick. I don't know. But I'm just using a water bottle. Regular old water bottle. I find that when I do add water to make it stretchy, it almost feels like bubbly when you stretch it, like it's about to break. Like if you've ever broken slime like I just did before, it almost feels like that when you're stretching it, but then it doesn't break. And as you can see, it's still sticking to my hands. So this time I'm just going to add a little bit of my laundry detergent. It might sound like I'm adding a lot or I'm re-adding it a lot, but I'm just adding a little bit at a time. So it actually makes a lot of sense that I keep on adding it, because for some reason I add my, what's it called? Laundry detergent. That's the word I'm looking for. And in really small portions, because I'm always scared it's gonna like overactivate. And we wouldn't want that, because then our slime would not be stretchy and nice to play with in our hands. I find that also when I add water, if I just go like this to make my slime into a ball, it'll stay more like that. But then it also just like melt. But if I put it down, it's not going to completely just go like that. It stays a little bit longer. Like this is completely normal drinking water. Like it's completely normal. It has a cap, has a bottle. It's as simple as that. I don't know why I took the cap off. Once again, it is a little bit sticky, so I'm just going to add a little more. You know what I find? The more like air that's in your slime, the more stretchy it is, but the more sticky it is. So I always play with my slime for a couple minutes when kneading it, because when I'm kneading it, it'll feel fine. It'll feel like it's not sticky. But then if I just let it sit a little bit and air gets into it, it feels more stretchy but more sticky. And I would rather have it less stretchy, and I would rather have it less stretchy and less sticky than have it more stretchy and more sticky. Why am I saying stringy? I've been meaning to say sticky. So this is my slime. And as you can see, it could break a little bit when you're going like this. But most of the time, that's probably just because of my nails. But anyway, that's still okay. It pokes really nicely with water. I like when you poke it, how it feels with the water. So, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe and comment down below what kind of slime you want me to make next, or what color you want it to be, or maybe if I add beets or not. Anything like that, just so that I can figure out what kind of slime I should make next. I hope you guys like this video. See you guys later, and